we're clearly in a revolution in the music business in any number of fronts. And that, for me, as a music business instructor, is an exciting thing, because I stand before the students and I'm able to say, we are in the middle of this big change, and the skills that you learn are going to apply somehow. There's jobs out there that we don't even know about yet that the industry will need. Of course, the big change is the internet for marketing and for distribution. The move away from the actual physical product of the music is a huge thing. The actual physical recording of the music is gone through a total revolution. Of course, now a lot of it is done on Pro Tools, and a lot of music is actually done at a more individual level. We see people producing albums, producing record, and producing music, not even necessarily albums, but singles, by themselves or with minimal help, and putting it on the internet and selling the music. That's not a huge part of the industry yet. I mean, we're still waiting to see that sort of 2 or 3 breakout artists that break away from the old label model. But it's really happening. We're finding niche markets that are able to market themselves in the internet. We're finding people that are able to get product, old catalog product, on the internet that was previously unavailable. There's 2 phrases that we talk about, or 2 concepts that we talk about a lot in our classes, and they're kind of interesting. The long tail represents a graph that displays what sales used to be. Sales used to be hit records or hit movies, and the bulk of the sales would be there. But now with the internet, we're able to see a lot of the money being made in this long tail, because you can go and you can find little niche pieces of music or catalog pieces on this long tail. And that's a fascinating part. We can go on and we can find old music by Donovan, a deep cut from Donovan's record, from the 1960s, and we can buy that, and we can just get that particular cut. So that's new. That's a new concept, and it's opened up new markets, and it's opened up new ideas in that. The other concept, in addition to the long tail, is a phrase called the rise of the middle class musician. And this is a really interesting concept, and it refers to the internet distribution, to the production capabilities that smaller artists have. More people are going to be able to make money making music as we go forward. It's not necessarily going to be the kind of huge megabucks kind of star-struck sort of music that people see as a sort of a successful model in music now, but the opportunity exists there now for more musicians to make more money, and that's very exciting. And that also opens up some opportunities for music business people too, in terms of helping those musicians promote it and distribute it, et cetera, et cetera. So in addition to the labels, coming down to a level where they will be involved, I think you're going to see the rise of the middle-class musician come up as well. So we're in the middle of a revolution.
It's exciting.
It's very exciting. It's an exciting time to be in music business.
Yeah, absolutely.
Are they going to open up a little bit more to the artist, or to smaller artists? And I would say yes, and I think we're already seeing it to some degree. With the smaller labels that are broken off, and labels are being made aware very quickly about YouTube and iTunes, and about the peer-to-peer type of contact, and the success that smaller bands and indie bands have at that level. So I think you're going to see more and more, yes, labels coming down to the artist level. And it always raises the question too, is what's a label going to look like, as we continue on through these changes? Is it going to be a label who's in charge of all the marketing, and who has the big distribution, et cetera, or is it going to be spread out among different aspects? iTunes right now is selling a lot of music. There was something just in the press recently about Universal not having an extended contract with iTunes, but a month-by-month contract, and Universal's not happy with the 99-cent model that iTunes has. These are examples of how things are working out and how things are changing in the industry. But clearly the trend is towards more independent, more smaller type of a business model. I would say this. I mean, just to sort of sum it up, I think for anybody interested in the music business, I think any type of education is really valuable. Whether it's music business or political science or English or whatever, you need to get out there and you need to learn how to relate to people. And that's really what music business people want to see. I think there's a really kind of a large misconception about the music business that it's maybe some sort of secret community or something, and there's a certain aspect of to it there, but really when you get down to any business, and if you go into a company or a large or small label or a small promotion company, they want a person who can speak intelligently, who can communicate with business methods, and I think that comes through education. I really do. It's any type of education is going to give you that, but specifically business education, of course, I'm gonna say is huge. You'll definitely want to learn about the industry. If you're interested in learning about it, there's Billboard would be a good place. The publication Billboard is a great place. It's a publication called Radio and Records. These are some trade magazines. Go to the library or go online and do a search for some of those trade magazines and look and try to find different jobs. Don't go and see what color Britney's hair is, or don't find out what that band member, how old he is, and boy, he's cute. That's really cool. That's why we get interested in it. But if you really want to make it work, go and find out what are the jobs. What are people talking about? What are the trends? And you can do that on the internet very readily these days. Just hop on and do a little business search.